Bonjour tout le monde. Aujourd'hui, c'est vendredi le 14 avril. Il y a une discussion pour aujourd'hui dans l'histoire. Et il y a aussi une interro, a listening quiz for the second part, partie 2 de l'histoire. Nous voulons avoir une orange. Et quick write et weekly check-in. Donc, aujourd'hui, c'est vendredi le 14 avril, mais demain, c'est le 15 avril et c'est la journée mondiale de l'art. La journée, we've seen this word before, but maybe not enough for it to stick. Une journée is a day. Don't get too confused because that a lot of people kind of assume that means journey because it looks like that in English, but une journée, a day. So mondial, le monde, world day of art or World Arts Day. So a little bit about some French arts information. Le Louvre, you can look at this YouTube video for more information about that, est le plus grand musée du monde. Not just big, but the biggest, le plus grand musée du monde. L'impressionnisme est né en France. Qu'est-ce que c'est l'impressionnisme? Impressionism, this is a great example of impressionism. This is Monet's Water Lilies. It is a form of art where the painter, it's always painting, makes a picture that just kind of looks like splotches of paint if you look at it close up, but if you take a few steps back, the picture becomes more clear. It plays around with how light affects a subject, and other ideas that before this time, Impressionism became popular in the late 19th century, so the late 1900s, late 1800s. But Monet, the father of Impressionism, he was really kind of mocked when he first started making these types of paintings because previously paintings were used as a way to show how something looks, the way that a photograph is today. Well, at this point in time, photography was starting to become a thing, maybe a little bit later than this point in time, but still around the same time period. And so art started to become more of an expression of how people interpreted things and what people's impression was of things, as opposed to what things looked like the way that a photograph shows them. That's a very simplified explanation, but it probably gets you what you need here. L'impressionnisme est né en France. Il y a beaucoup d'artistes célèbres français, comme Monet, Renoir et Gauguin. Ça, c'est Monet. Renoir, he painted a lot of children. Gauguin painted a lot of people and landscapes from the Caribbean. He spent a good bit of his life in the Caribbean. Quel type d'art est-ce que tu préfères? Est-ce que tu aimes l'impressionnisme? Est-ce que tu préfères le réalisme ou le cubisme ou, I don't know, whatever other kinds of art, I guess you could even think about different media. Do you prefer performing arts, or do you prefer sketches? I mean, art is such an open-ended topic. Et qui est ton artiste préféré? Est-ce que tu as un artiste préféré? Est-ce que tu aimes Monet? Est-ce que tu aimes Picasso? Est-ce que tu aimes Andy Warhol, etc.? So if you've been to maybe the Nelson Atkins, you can think of some artists that you've seen there, or just do a quick Google search and see what sticks out to you, what interests you, what looks nice to you. Donc, what is special about Le Louvre? I told you what record it holds, and then answer those two questions. And in English is fine for your answers. I don't expect you to know the types of art in French. That's a little bit of a tall order. Ok, donc voilà la journée mondiale d'art. Ce n'est pas aujourd'hui, c'est demain, le 15 avril. Ok, pour l'interro, your quiz, as always, is going to be over the Write and Discuss that we put together. Hopefully you watched that video yesterday about Miep et moi à Ikea et à Price Chopper. So you will eventually, the quiz will be linked here within the next few minutes. You'll be able to use that. I'll also make sure that it's in a Schoology assignment so that you can take your quiz on this story. quick write, your prompt this week that you may use, not absolutely necessary to use, is with the nous forms. So just like we are with Miep et moi, nous allons, après ce chapeau, nous voulons manger une orange, nous avons les yeux bleus, etc. That I don't think comes from our story. That's just an example. So see if you can use these different forms not to talk about what he's doing or what you're doing, but what we are doing. You can also use je. You can talk about yourself and then yourself and someone else. J'ai les yeux bleus, mais nous avons les cheveux bruns. So maybe I'm the only one with blue eyes, but we have brown hair. Okay, that's just an example. You can use whatever comes to mind for your quick write. This is not absolutely mandatory. But just an idea if you need one, if you need a prompt. A weekly check-in. If you could, as always, just take a couple minutes, tell me what's up, tell me how you're doing. It's always good to know. Okay, et c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That's it for today. Au revoir tout le monde.